also the design of our anatomy and physiology as designed is not to hold, it is to flow. So when there is restriction patterns in our body, it could be restrictions in the joints, restriction in the fascia, tissue, dehydration in the body that doesn't allow fascia to be fluidic and carry, blood and nerve circulation through the body. It could be cranial restrictions. These are all restrictions that don't allow flow in the system. And therefore some experiences may just get imprinted in the body. But the body's design is not to hold, body's design is to let flow.
Welcome back to In Our Wellness Era. I'm Aashnee, the co-founder of Meditourz, and today we have a lovely guest called Zia with us. Zia is the founder of India's first Biodynamic Craniosacral Clinic. She is also an international performer and teacher of sacred dances and has found the dance called whirling mandala. Today's conversation is at an intersection of spirituality, science, movement and healing. Zia has done about 25,000 treatments with about 7,000 patients over 20 years, and that's a lot of accolades. Zia, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for the invite, Aashnee.
So Zia, you've spent over 20 years at the intersection of science, spirituality, healing and movement. Can you help our audience understand what do you exactly do and who really comes to you?
So what I do is called Biodynamic Craniosacral Therapy, and when I started about 25 years ago, it was such a mouthful for anyone to understand or even say it. So people who were coming to me were not coming because they had simple problems. People were coming because they had been everywhere and couldn't find any solution to their health issue. Years of treatment modalities and years of suffering, and they'd be fed up and they'd say, okay, I've tried everything, I might as well try this also. So people would come with those conditions. So very early in my career, I started working with very severe cases that were apparently not finding any kind of benefit. And those would be long-term perennial migraines, severe hormonal distress, birth trauma-related conditions that move through life, people with spine-related issues, nervous system dysregulations, people with lots of long-term trauma imprints in their nervous system. And yeah, these were the cases that I was working with across all age groups, from infancy to the elderly.
So what kind of treatments did you really help these individuals with?
So craniosacral therapy is a non-invasive, gentle, soft touch. It's hands-on body work. It's paramedical. With a light touch, craniosacral practitioners are able to palpate the rhythmic fluctuations of cerebrospinal fluid circulation in the central nervous system, as well as all fluid systems in the body. And this helps us to evaluate and treat the system as we are able to diagnose deep stressors or restriction patterns held in the system.
So do you really believe our bodies are sponge, Zia, wherein we hold the life experiences and the traumas we've gone through over the years? And can craniosacral therapy really help release those? Because you spoke.
We don't necessarily view the body as sponge-like. Sure, the body does absorb all experiences that it is exposed to, but also the design of our anatomy and physiology as designed is not to hold, it is to flow. So when there is restriction patterns in our body, it could be restrictions in the joints, restriction in the fascia, tissue, dehydration in the body that doesn't allow fascia to be fluidic and carry blood and nerve circulation through the body. It could be cranial restrictions. These are all restrictions that don't allow flow in the system. And therefore some experiences may just get imprinted in the body. But the body's design is not to hold, body's design is to let flow.
So Zia, you're also a certified teacher offering an international diploma in craniosacral therapy. Could you help us understand how long is this diploma, what's the time commitment, and who really comes to you for it?
So the diploma is almost 2 years and it's over 12 modules, each module being about a week, once in 4 to 6 weeks over 2 years. It's about almost an 800-hour program. People who are interested are normally in the paramedical section, like physiotherapists, occupational therapists, homeopaths, psychotherapists. And then a lot of my clients are introduced to this work and they're so mystified by the effects of it. So they want to know more. So we also have lawyers, CAs, housewives, moms joining in. So we have quite a lovely mixed group, which makes it very holistic.
Yeah. So Zia, I'm really intrigued. Why do like CAs, lawyers, or people in the wellness or healing space like me really want to come to this course, and what do they really learn in it?
So mostly they're first coming for therapeutics to treat conditions in the body. And then what's impressive about the work is that it's so subtle, but the effects are really huge. And it's non-medical and it's palpable. They feel the shift. They're not waiting for me or a test result to let them know you're okay now. They actually feel the difference. And that can mystify people, like how can something so subtle have such a profound change? And in the training, in the Biodynamic Craniosacral training, we are emphasizing a lot on the relationship between anatomy and physiology, the relationship between form and function, that if the body has a certain shape and form, it's designed to offer a very specific function. And that's why it's very important to understand from the scientific lens the anatomy of the body, its relationship to the functions, and craniosacral really is looking at a deeper breath. Now, what breathes us? So before lung breath and pulmonary breath started, what was breathing us as a fetus, as an embryo? And we're tapping into those life forces that breathe us before we take our first pulmonary breath. And that's the essence of the work. That's where we are able to bring in life potency to a system that's depleted and deprived of energy and vitality. And those are the healing forces we work with.
So what really breathes us before our lungs breathe us?
This is universal and timeless. And we see this across all ancient cultures, all ancient healing modalities, and it means the same thing, but it has different names: prana, chi, vitality, life forces. There's so many words to it.
Yeah.
Light.
Yeah.
So it's without making it sensational or mystical, but really making it as matter of fact. That we are being breathed by life forces, and those life forces also connect us to the whole field of livingness. It does not separate us. In that we are whole, we're unified, we're one, and that's what makes the work holistic.
So Zia, you're a trauma-informed therapist, and a lot of people today are dealing with high cortisol, stress, burnout. They're not necessarily present, like they're there, but they're not present. Can you help us understand why that's the case, and what do you really do to help them?
Yeah, that's quite a common thing. Presence is something to inquire with. We are present. The inquiry is, what are we present with? Okay. So not being present with the body seems like a normal place to be in a fast-moving city like Bombay or in a corporate culture. We don't have the time to be present with our body. And our body is continuously on an autonomic way, struggling to keep up its regulation. The trauma-informed work in this modality helps us to understand how the autonomic nervous system is functioning to maintain equilibrium and homeostasis. And when it cannot meet that, then we have dysregulations. Other than having health issues, it also affects the way we show up in life, the way we are present. Because when we are continuously dealing with trauma imprints, we're either in fight, flight mode, or dissociation, or shock, or freeze. And these states can affect the way we show up or what our presence is. Some people will be present here but not here. Some people will be overcautious or over-attentive or hyper-attentive, have hypo or hyper-arousal. It's all about the quality of their presence, which is indicating what's happening in the nervous system behind what they're showing in front.
So Zia, when people are going through trauma, they will go to a psychotherapist or they will look at mental health. but how does body work really come into this?
As I said earlier, trauma is not in the event or the story, it's in the body. And healing happens in the present moment. It's a present continuous. I cannot go back 15 years and heal my body then. I cannot go into the future and heal a possible situation that I'm anxious about in the future. I can only heal in this present moment. And the body, our body lives only in the present moment. So healing happens in the present moment, in the body, which holds us in the present. And trauma is held in our nervous system, not in the story in the past or a perceived future.
So what is whirling mandala and what inspired you to create it?
So whirling mandala is inspired from the ancient Sufi whirlers, the ghumraos of Rajasthan, the balls of Bengal, the whirling gypsies of Central Asia and Eastern Europe. I was studying whirling and its history and how it is universal. All traditions, ancient traditions, in their ceremonies have whirling in dances. You look at any dance form all over the world, however ancient or new, there will be a turning and a spinning and a whirling involved in it. When we use it as a meditation process, it's not so much about choreography, it is more about moving to the stillness, to the still point inside our body, which becomes a fulcrum that holds the spinning on the outside. And we come in touch with the polarity of forces, stillness inside, whirling on the outside, in the center, in the periphery, the wholeness of our being. This is inspired by the ancient Sufis, and I bring it in a way that anybody can practice it, irrespective of what religion or traditions they come from.
I would love to try that.
You're most welcome.
So Zia, do you think the whirling mandala practice that you spoke about, is it better to do it in daily practice in classes or in a retreat?
So as a daily practice, there's so much to choose from, and at the most we can get half an hour, 45 minutes of it, couple of times a week, which is okay. It's good to develop this practice and support the body, always being able to bring our spiritual self into the foreground as we move through life. In a retreat, we're able to go really deep. We go on a journey. We meet ourselves through so many, filtering through so many aspects of self, inside self, till we come to that pure space of shunyata. But that's a journey that can't happen in a 1 hour class. So retreats are really helpful to take that journey deep within our own self.
That's exactly what we do at Meditourz, Zia. We kind of curate journeys and experiences that are wellness and well-being focused for individuals to have more like an in-depth know-how and feeling of these experiences, because otherwise a lot of these things are done at a very surface level.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So what would encourage somebody to try out craniosacral therapy or the ancient sacred dances?
The good thing about craniosacral therapy is one can come in for a tonic session. You don't have to have a problem, you don't have to come to treat severe conditions, and it's very pleasant, and one experiences deep relaxation. There are no contraindications. It's not a massage or a adjustment of the body. There's no side effects to it, and a person can leave feeling deeply relaxed, meeting a deeper space inside themselves in the absence of any problem. For sacred dances, what would encourage a person to come for sacred dances is if they want to start to be more present in their body, to know themselves through their body and through the experience of their own consciousness, can be a great reason to start this work.
So Zia, I really learned a lot about this today. I would love to try this for both my mom and me. I love the fact that you spoke about how the trauma is not a story or an experience, but something that our body really feels. So this is exactly what we do at Meditourz. We curate journeys and wellness experiences for individual needs and completely tailored to what their story is, because each one's journey and experience is very different. So if this resonated with you guys, don't forget to like, save and share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.